Before this video starts, I just want to give a huge shout out to Fxtch for sponsoring this video. Honestly, I've been addicted to this game, but we haven't got time to talk about it now. Just stick to the end of the video. Yo guys, what is going on? It's your boy Fxtch here, back with another daily upload, day number 137. And in today's video, I'm going to be telling you guys or showing you guys how to stop your Fortnite, or actually, yeah, how to fix Fortnite crashes in Chapter 2, Season 5. I haven't done one of these videos in a while. It's been a few months. I did one a few months ago. I did a video on how to fix Fortnite crashes. A lot has changed since then. So in this video, I'm going to show you guys some new methods, some potential new fixes, just to help you guys out, because that video recently has picked up a ton of traction, and it did insane. Like, you guys really do trust me with this whole performance optimization and helping you guys out with the game. And yeah, you know, it's what I do best, and the last one did really good. So I thought, why not make an updated version just to help you guys out even further if the last video didn't quite fix it. But yeah, that's what we are doing today, and we are going to get straight into this. But before we do so, if you guys go ahead to enjoy this video, make sure to drop a like for me, really to support the channel and help push the video out to further people. You can also go the extra mile and subscribe to the channel with all post notifications turned on, therefore you never miss an upload just like this. Okay guys, so hopping straight into this puzzle, what we're going to do is start with the basic stuff. So actually going to declog Fortnite in a sense, because basically what could have happened is your Fortnite or your Epic Games launcher in a sense, because some people literally are getting crashes directly off the Epic Games launcher or the second they hit launch on their game. What we're going to be doing is declogging Fortnite and just cleaning up your Fortnite files a bit, just to give the game some more space and some air to breathe. So first of all, what you're going to do is start off with your temp files. Now, a super easy thing that everyone's heard of before, you know, deleting temp files, but there actually is a hidden temp file not many people know about. So most people usually just type in run, or they'll do it directly in their Windows search, and they'll just do %temp% like so, and you'd go on here. Of course, guys, do this with me. So go to %temp% and you delete all of these. So the directory for this is app data local temp, but of course you can do the run, or you can just type in here %temp% like that, and of course you'll get to the same location. But once you're here, most people, or what you're going to actually want to do, like, don't get me wrong, you do want to do this, just delete all your temp files. I haven't done it in a while, so yeah, we've got a lot to delete, but yeah, you want to delete all of them here. If it says this, you just need to press continue, therefore it just delete actually what you need to delete, because it will need admin permission for some of it. But yeah, as many of you can, just delete as many as you can. Not all of them will delete, you will have to actually skip a few of them, but yeah, I'm gonna skip some of these. There's gonna be quite a few I have to skip here. I don't know why, but here we go. I've deleted as many as I possibly could. All of these are technically in use, so it wouldn't actually let me delete these because I do in fact need them, but that's completely fine because I have cleared out quite a bit already. And also, there's a lot of people that do seem to think this is unsafe because you're deleting files. I understand it can be scary, but these are called temp files for a reason. They are temporary, almost resource files that software and applications and services and programs or processes on your PC, they create these files and folders in here basically temporarily to almost like distribute resources and just run processes through your system. Like, they really are unneeded, and if you do need any of them, it just won't let you delete them anyway, as it just done for me. But yeah, that's only the half of it with deleting temp files, because you've now did that folder, but there's a hidden one. Okay, stop right there. Remember when I said I was addicted to this new game? It's a free-to-play mobile strategy game called Fxtch, where you literally play as a time-traveling agent tasked with a mission to repair the timeline and upgrade your time machine. It's honestly so addicting, so fun, and if you guys know me, I've never done like an app sponsor, and I've just been binging this game trying to get as much XP as possible. And what makes this game fun is it actually requires you to think a bit, and there's something about that which I just enjoy. Every choice you make in this game, it has a huge impact on your success. You know, you just need intelligence, because you have to do things such as like investing your in-game resources, and if you play your cards right, that could be huge. You can also have fun going around collecting and upgrading 100 historical heroes from Julius Caesar to Marilyn Monroe, and when you get these, they can help upgrade and automate your growth. And honestly, what keeps me addicted is that you can literally advance and level through different ages of time. You can go through bronze, renaissance, industrial, atomic, and so much more. Each age will unlock you a new set of resources and heroes, basically just keeping you at task, and not to mention how many missions they are, and limited events, and even special operations you can assign yourself for major rewards and XP. So what are you waiting for? Download the game today, link will be at the top of the description, and become the greatest agent of all time. Right now, I've literally just bought my own gladiator to help me get through this level. I'm definitely going to be playing this all night. What you want to do is just open up your file explorer like you usually would. Go to your main drive. So mine is local disk C, and as you can see right here, there's another temp folder. So I have basically nothing in here, but you can delete whatever's in here. And also, there's another temp folder. So if you go to Windows right here, and there should be another one in here called temp. I can't see it right now. Maybe I'm blind. Okay, right here, yeah, there's more temp folders. So I'm going to delete all of these as well. So right click, delete. Some of them can't be deleted as they're currently running. So I'm just going to skip them right here, and there we go. I've deleted so much space already. But now that's done, we have finally cleared our temp files. What we want to do is now clear up some Fortnite stuff. So we're going to type in run once again. Now what you now want to search is %local app data %. I can't type right now, but there we go. So this is kind of a similar process to how you'd get to your game config. You want to go to Fortnite game, save, and instead of going into config right here, what you want to do is go to crashes and just delete all of these crash files. And another thing that is highly suggested to do is your web cache. Delete everything in here as well. Now the reason this is recommended is because some people, as I said, are crashing directly off their Epic Games launcher. So yes, this could be a good fix to that. So just right click and delete. But now that is done, what you guys now want to do is just ensure your PC maintenance is in some sense up to date. So first of all, your Nvidia or GPU drivers. This doesn't have to be Nvidia, but in my case it's Nvidia. I'm going to type in right here Nvidia experience because I have an Nvidia GPU. This could be different for you guys. You could have Intel, you could have AMD, GeForce experience. If you guys actually have an Nvidia driver and can't find this application, you can simply just download it. It'll be on the Microsoft store. You can download it just off the internet, so go on Google Chrome and you'll be able to find it on the Nvidia website. But once you have GeForce experience open, this is basically just the easiest way to update your drivers. You want to go right to the top and just click the drivers tab and just make sure you are up to date. Now if you are, it's going to tell you right here you have the latest GeForce game ready driver, but you can always check for updates here at the top just to ensure of that. And as you can see, I have the latest driver. But yeah, another super simple fix like this could be causing your game to crash if you're on really outdated drivers. I know at 1.441.41 that driver for Nvidia was like the best, most stable driver, and in some sense it still is. But with how Fortnite's moving right now, and if you have more higher end specs, you do in fact want to be just on the latest drivers, because usually they're just, I mean, I wouldn't say they're the best because it's Nvidia, they're always messing things up, drivers are getting wrecked and performance is obviously decreasing. But for the most part, you're just, I guess, a lot safer on the drivers, because at least any issues that do come across are actually in some sense, are actually in most cases getting fixed. Whereas with the old drivers, if anything ever happens to the old drivers, Fortnite changes and those drivers somehow just don't respond to Fortnite anymore as they should, and they cause performance issues. Nvidia are not going to worry about those drivers. Nothing's going to happen to them. Nothing's going to change. They're just going to stay as bad as they are. And yeah, it's basically just update to the latest driver if you haven't already. If you have lower end specs and are still on 441.41, I guess just stay on there if you're having no issues. But if you're getting crashes, but yeah, it really actually is surprising how many people are just forget to update their drivers. Like there's literally a driver update like almost every week at this point. So just make sure to keep an eye on this. Also, I wasn't going to mention this, but some of you guys will have issues opening GeForce experience. Like if you double click it, you try and open it, it doesn't run. What you want to do is just make sure you right click it and elevate the program and run it as administrator, because sometimes it just won't run if you just open it because it's in the background and it's just kind of bugging. Like I don't know why that's an issue, but yeah, you may need to run it as an administrator just for it to actually open. That's just a tip for you guys. But now that is done, the rest of it actually comes down to some more almost basic stuff again. So first of all, your Nvidia control panel or whatever GPU display control panel you have, I don't know what that is. For me, again, it's Nvidia. You may have AMD, you may have Intel, but just make sure you're using the best possible settings for performance in here. Now you guys can copy these quickly if you want, but I've made a full video about Nvidia settings. I do highly suggest you give that a watch. If you have not yet optimized any of this, or do feel maybe you are out of date, or you haven't recently touched your GPU control panel, I made an updated video and I've shown all my settings. So just, yeah, I recommend you give that a watch after this video if you are getting crashes. Also, even things just like your general Windows settings, like if these are not optimized, your general PC, your system is not in any way optimized, like your game could be crashing due to a multitude, like just multiple of things. And this could just be like one of those things triggering them. Like it could be your hardware or something's just bottlenecking in a sense and it can't handle the game. And that's because your PC is just generally unoptimized. It can't take it and it's just causing your game to completely crash. And maybe something as simple as just going into your Windows settings, for example, and going to your game settings and going to game bar and turning this off could be the difference, the make or break between your game crashing and it no longer crashing. So yeah, that's just one of the tips. So yeah, I also made a full video about Windows settings, so be sure to watch it out and make sure they're all optimized for performance. The same of course goes for your in-game Fortnite settings. So whether that's your game config, so that's actually kind of external to Fortnite, but it is to do with Fortnite. So your game user settings, again, I've made a full video about that. I'll link that also down below. But even your actual in-game visual settings, they do tie into your game user settings, but if they're not optimized, you will be getting crashes. That needs to be optimized for performance. I'm sure many of you guys have already done that by now, but even your rendering mode, that's going a little bit now deeper into your in-game settings, but your rendering mode, it could be causing your game to crash. DX12 is known for causing in-game crashes. I've heard some people even crashing on the new performance mode. So I don't know if nothing in this video has already helped. Maybe as your last resort, you could try and change up your rendering mode. If you're not using DirectX 11, maybe try that out. If you're not using DX12, maybe try that out. And if you've tried both DX11 and 12 and still got crashes, maybe give performance mode a try. Of course, that is going to make your game look literally mobile. It's not going to look too good visually, but of course it means the game's easier to run. And just that right there could stop your crashes is, as it takes the slightest thing just to tip your game to the edge and then it will just crash. So that may be what saves you. But now the final thing I'm going to mention in this video, because I am losing my voice and this is all I really have. Like, there really isn't much to it. Like, after this, if you're still having problems, it could literally just be your hardware, or you may just want to factory reset your system because something is clearly wrong. It really could just be your hardware. You could be having like 100% CPU usage and it's causing your game to bottleneck. Your GPU could be reaching 100% usage. You can actually see what usage it's using over here in your control panel. But you know, if your CPU here is hitting 100% when playing Fortnite, or your GPU is at 100%, that could be your issue. Again, I've also made a video about how to fix 100% CPU usage, so if that's the case, give it a watch. But that may more or less mean you need new hardware or just need a factory reset, and it could be more of a complicated issue that is simply fixed by doing that. But it could also be because of this right here, Msi Afterburner. Now, I've experienced this myself when I was on weaker hardware. I used to have an i7 paired with a 1050 Ti. Now, not the worst PC, but obviously the graphics card is on the lower end. It's a GTX series, you know, it's on the lower end. And when using Msi Afterburner, which actually overclocks your GPU in a sense, it was tipping my game over the edge and actually made my card bottleneck, which crashed my Fortnite. And no matter how little of an overclock I gave, even if I just upped it by like 10 megahertz, I was still getting the issue. Like, I think it was just this program in general. So if you do in fact use this, it could be your issue. Now, of course, just give it a try. Close out, make sure it's not running in your task manager, and see if that stops your game from crashing. But yeah, guys, with that being said, that is all I have in today's video. I hope this could help you. If it did, make sure to drop a like me, subscribe, all of that good stuff. If it didn't, maybe go and check out my other video I made on this, where I literally did a video just like this. I did show a few other methods in that video, which may help if this one didn't, but this should for the most part cover everything. Of course, still go and watch all the videos I actually mentioned in this video. I plugged so many, but that's only because they are in fact beneficial. I wouldn't actually shout out or plug a video which isn't going to help you or isn't in relation to this, because so many things do in fact tie into like just general performance and just Fortnite in general, like what could just slightly tip your game over the edge to crash. Like, it could be a lot of things. So yeah, just make sure your whole system, every inch of it is optimized, and then there's just no excuse for it. But yeah, enough rambling. I hope everyone has an amazing day. It's been your boy Fxtch, and yeah, peace.